Hello, welcome to the RANsquawk US morning briefing for today, 21st of September. Equities trended lower at the open in Europe today as speculation grew that a 6-month rally in global equities since the March lows has somewhat outpaced the prospects for earnings and economic growth. Equities then made a further move to the downside following slightly weaker than expected US leading indicators data. As a result of the equity weakness, fixed income received a bid and T-notes touched on highs 117.08 and a half at last check. Also underpinning the equity weakness today has been the dollar, which trended higher ahead of this week's FOMC meeting. On speculation, the Fed may begin unwinding stimulus measures in light of recent improvements in the economy. As a result of the dollar strength, commodity prices dropped and basic materials-based stocks suffered as a result of that. On the energy front, WTI crude has been on a downward trajectory throughout the European morning, and US entrants weighed on primarily again by the strength of the dollar. Prices moved through the $70 handle to touch on lows 69.10 a barrel. In US macro news, there's been a variety of comments from a range of individuals today and over the weekend. Obama stated that the economy is improving, but said jobs situation remains a challenge. Nobel laureate Krugman said that the US unemployment could rise until 2011 and that the recovery will be slow and painful. Also, PIMCO's gross on the wires today, saying that the stock market is due for a pullback and that he doesn't expect a V-shaped economic recovery. And also, revered economist David Rosenberg as well, speaking today, agreed that stocks had overshot their fundamentals, while Meredith Whitney Advisory Group also saying that optimism on economy and bank earnings may be falsely had. In terms of US equity specific news, Dell confirmed it would acquire Perot Systems for approximately $3.9 billion and it would be in the market for more deals as well, the company said. Elsewhere, RANsquawk reported Q3 earnings which missed on both fronts, EPS and revenue. Also, Disney's proposed purchase of Marvel Entertainment has hit a snag as newly filed claims challenge Marvel's long-term rights to some of its superhero characters. Furthermore, according to British press reports, Kraft could raise its offer to purchase Cadbury by about 20% without hurting its credit rating. In other news, Apple iPhone could go on sale in China by October 15th, that's according to China Unicom source. And today, Activision Blizzard, a component of the Nasdaq 100, reaffirmed its 2009 outlook. In terms of notable broker moves today, Google's Q3 estimate raised at Citigroup. Wells Fargo has been upgraded to outperform from market perform at Bernstein, and though Bank of New York Mellon has been downgraded to neutral from buy at Goldman Sachs. So looking ahead, it is a pretty light economic calendar today. The later we will look out for a Fed outright Treasury coupon purchase. Also, just an extra reminder, Japanese markets are closed this week through to Thursday for a silver holiday.